Technician, leave technician. That's Allison. Sir David Bard, coming to you from Kangaroo City. I'm the resigned Mormon who has done almost 2,000 videos, and I have about 1.6 million hits. I think I'm doing better than the Mormon Church is on conversion. Let me tell you to start with. They just had a new temple opened in Provo, Utah. It looks like a Frankenstein home up on the hill in a Frankenstein movie. The old tabernacle burned. Jesus didn't like the old tabernacle. The Mormons, I'm going to burn it. Well, the Mormons came out with brooms and paper and hit the fire in the fire department. So they saved the shell of this piece of crap tabernacle. Well, you know the Mormons, they don't want to spend anything they don't have to spend. They want to spend it on themselves. So what they did, now you may not believe me, I don't care if you believe me, look it up on the computer, is they took the old building and they jacked it up. They put a foundation and a new building kind of below, and then they lowered it down. Then they went ahead and converted the inside of the building to modern technology and construction. And take a look at it. Look at the Provo Temple in Provo, Utah. There's two of them now. One of them looks like a spaceship that landed. The other one looks like a haunted house. It looks like a haunted house. Well, anyway, I've been reading, and again, you can't believe what the Mormons say or write. None of that is true. You have to watch what they do. Okay, now they have an open house when they have a new temple before people go in to do the secret handshakes and the Pele Ale and oh God, hear the words of my mouth, health in the navel, marrow in the bones. Before they give them all of that crap, they let the public come in and see the temple. Now the reason that they do that is the rumors that there's sex in the temple and that there's, you know, places where young girls are molested, whatever. So the Mormon Church thinks it's going to quell their quash. Now they're both the same, Q and Q. It's dimension. Hey, back off, Jack. Anyway, where's Jesus? Where's Jesus? Oh, he's in the car. Sorry. Anyway, they let people come in and tour the temple. Now they keep them out of certain places, but generally you can see the altars where they sacrifice the virgins. They don't do that. I do that. Virgins make a tremendous sacrifice for me. Anyway, they show pretty much the whole inside of the temple. Now people who are generally members of the church, who are interested, they'll go and tour the inside of a temple. It's kind of like a competition. Which temple is the most ornate, which is the most beautiful, which is the most expensive. And I still think the Salt Lake Temple is spectacular inside. I'm sorry, you know, I got married once in the Salt Lake Temple, and it's pretty gold laden everywhere, gold everywhere. Not poor children starving over in the corner, but gold all around for the white man. Well, anyway, the Mormon Church said, we're going to tell you how many visitors we had. Now, in the old days, the Mormons didn't give out tickets to anything. Now that everyone knows that they're a cult, and there's antagonism against the Mormon Church and the general population, they don't let anybody into their temples, into their conferences, into anywhere without a ticket. The ticket comes basically from the bishop of the local wards. So that ticket says these people are worthy members of the church. They're totally brainwashed. They would never say anything against the church, and they're not going to blow anything up. So all those people line up, and they have to have tickets. Damn, it used to be that they're open to the public. I may be overstating the temple visitation. They might let non-members in there. They don't let non-members into the conference and other places, but you know, when I don't know, I'm going to tell you I don't know. Anyway, that's not the principle. Here's the point. The Mormon Church said there's over 800,000 visitors that visited the Provo Temple during the open house. Now the open house is like for 2 weeks or something. Do you know how many 800,000 people are? Do you think 800,000 people came from New Jersey, Florida, Kansas, Canada, and all came to look at the Provo Temple? There's only about 2.5 million people in the state of Utah. So that's almost 50%. 50% of the entire population of Utah went to see the temple. Now, 90% of the people that go see the temple are Mormons. The rest of us, we don't care. Does it look like the inside of a church or a mosque or a synagogue? It's just a religious building. Now think about this. If there's 2.5 million population in Utah, and 50% of Utah now is non-Mormons, it means that the entire Mormon population of the entire state of Utah went to and through the Provo Temple open house. I think the Mormon Church doesn't think the rest of us went to college or graduated high school. 800,000 people is the line halfway around the world. It's a lie. They don't think anything of it. You know, they'll get maybe, 100, maybe 125, 150,000 people that will go through, but they always have to inflate the number to the unbelievable. So I'm just saying, to me, it's unbelievable. I don't believe that every Mormon and a few non-members in the state of Utah went to the Provo Temple. They can't get people to go to the temple when they're members. You know, the temple parking lots are pretty much empty. I was up shooting yesterday with my daughter Allison and Ty. Ty from the Philippines has never shot a gun, never. 74 years old, he's never shot a gun because in the Philippines, the population are not allowed to have guns, and he's never been able to shoot one. Well, he went up there, and you know what? I gotta tell you, the guy can shoot. Don't screw with Ty. He hit a bullseye 3 or 4 times, and I think we were right at about 30 yards with a handgun. Jesus shot about 100 rounds. Allison shot, 50, and Ty shot about 50. But boy, I'll tell you, Ty, right in the bullseye. So you don't mess with that Filipino. He's little, but he shoots good. So he was like a little boy, just like a little boy that his whole life. And I get sad. When I think of Ty's life, I know I haven't finished my subject. I get sad. We put up my BCAP machine, and we needed to have something hold it on the shelf so it doesn't come off and hit me in the head like everything else does, like an ex-wife. We couldn't draw any screws or drive screws or nails or whatever, so I told Mercy, go get the industrial Velcro. So she brought it in, and Ty was just like an amazing 2-year-old child. She peeled that off, stuck it down, peeled it off, stuck it down, and it's like on there really good. And Ty said, magic tape. Yeah, we call it Velcro. I've never seen that magic tape. And again, my heart goes out to him because he's learning so much that he never had a chance in the Philippines. And yesterday, we went up to a market area, and he said, I'm going to go in and buy some bananas. I said, really? Yep. He gets out of the car, he goes into the supermarket, he's got his own card, I got that for him, has money in the bank, and he went in and he bought a big bunch of bananas, swiped his card, which he was scared to do for months and months. He didn't think it would work. They gave him the bananas, and he comes out of the store like a little boy, carried a bag of bananas, and he brought them, and he says, I'm going to share these with the family. I can't tell you how improved and joyous my life is to see those kinds of things. He got his, finally, immigration, he finally got his green card yesterday in the mail. And he's looking at it, and there's this picture, and it says United States. He was again like a little boy. And I said, well, where's Grandma's? Hers didn't come. I looked at Grandma just to scare her. I like to scare Grandma a little bit. Says, I guess you're going back to the Philippines. You got no green card. Why? I go, no, this is late in the mail. Calm down, calm down. So anyway, Ty said to me, I can defend myself now and my family. And I said, you sure can. As a legal resident, you're not allowed to buy a gun or to own a gun. But you know where my gun is, and you know how to put the clip in and load it. And if I'm not there and you need to protect yourself, again, in the United States, you're able to protect yourself. And he says, I never felt so good. I said, I know. He says, in my country, we are always afraid. I know. So we got the magic tape. We got him shooting. He got a bullseye, an exact bullseye on a couple of the shots that he made. And he's just on cloud nine. Well, Grandma's doing very well. They're both still taking their English class. Ty has sold 2 paintings and made some money, and he tried to give us $20 for food, and Mercy said, hey, when I need it, I'll ask for it. Just keep it for yourself. So they're beginning to buy their own things, and he loves DI like I do. He and I go over to DI. And I just tell him, this is my Mexican boy. He's my protection. He's my agent. Okay. DI. Anyway. Let me get back to my subject of 800,000 Mormons going through one building. I think it's a lie, and they can't get that many people. No one's going to come from out of state to go see a Mormon temple. No one is going to come probably more than 50, 60 miles. There's not even close to 800 million people that could have gone to the temple. But anyway, that's the Bard's opinion, and if you're a Mormon and you can prove to me that many people went through, then you bend over, I'll kiss your ass. And you know what? These lips have never had to kiss ass. I'm saving them for Marie Osmond, if you know what I mean. So anyway, I'm happy, and I'm on a new med. Woo! Jesus. You know, if I get on any more meds, I'll have to have a 55-gallon drum and just reach in and get a handful. But my doctor said, well, I've got a med that will make you happier. I said, well, I can't get much happier. I'm out of the Mormon church. She said, try this. And I did, and I've only had 2 days of it, so who knows. Oh, I did wear my Anna shirt. Anna, you said you get hot every time I use this shirt, and I'm not going to go there, Anna. Anyway. Things are good in Utah right now. The Kangaroo City, we're doing good down here with the kangaroos. I had little Timmy fly me in today. He has to have a booster seat to actually, control the plane. But anyway, when you live around lying, cheating, and stealing people, you learn to basically stay indoors. And Ty said something to me yesterday. He and I are a lot alike in many ways. When I drive, sometimes I don't say a word. We'll drive for 2 hours, sitting side by side. I don't say a word, he doesn't say a word. I like my moonroof open, sunroof open, my window down, the air blowing in my hair, and, Ricky Martin and, the old boys. A lot of the old songs, and I'm listening to them. And I went into the car wash yesterday, and they're out there drying the car and everything. And Ty's sitting there, so I open all the windows and the moonroof, and I put on the oldies, Sweet 16. You're 16, you're beautiful, and you're mine. And I turned it up. Now, my car has some speakers. I think there's 10 Jensen speakers, and I don't know, the mirrors just go like this when I turn it up. I'd love to go down the road and see my mirrors just vibrate. Anyway, everybody, all those young kids that were born 20, 30 years before that song, they're out there bopping and dancing, and they hire girls there too, and I think that's wonderful that they treat the girls fairly, that they can work and make money just like the boys. Well, Ty leans down onto the carpet. Are you embarrassed? No, I'm just looking for something. Anyway, if you can show me 800,000 Mormons holding hands I'm going to say that that's going to reach almost around the world. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. But anyway, they're lying, they're cheating, and they're stealing. And if you want to stay there, oh, I have to tell you, little Abigail's friend. Oh my God, she's a beauty. A little blonde and blue-eyed girl, and she's 18. Abigail's almost 18 now, and she brought her friend over. And I said to the girl, she's from an LDS family, strict LDS family. I said, "Are you part of the cult?" "What? What?" Never mind. Never mind. You'll find out for yourself. So anyway, like the cult, stay in it. You don't like the cult, get the hell out of it. You'll do all right. It's a lot of adjustments, but if you're strong enough and smart enough, get the hell out of there if that's the way you want to feel. So I'm going to show you the true order of prayer. This Pele Ale, that's the way they used to say it, that 3 times. Now they say, "Oh God, hear the words of my mouth," 3 times. And the name of the second token of the Melchizedek priesthood, the patriarchal grip, or sure sign of the nail, is health in the navel, marrow in the bone, strength in the loins, and the sinews, power and priesthood be upon me, and upon my posterity, through all generations of time, and throughout all eternity. This is the Bard. 800,000 Mormons. I'm not sure you can find those even in Utah now. I'm gone. My cameraman, woman, has left.